All right, continuing on here with creating jobs for the jobless. FDR felt that it was important for the government to um, use federal money on programs that would help jumpstart the economy. So some of the New Deal programs included the CCC, which was the Civilian Conservation Corps. Of course, that's where men were working in camps and national forests. Another one was the Federal Relief Administration, FERA. They sought relief in the form of government handouts. All right. Another one was the Agricultural Adjustment Act that offered to lower interest loans to farmers. There was also the Homeowners Loan Corporation. They helped people refinance their houses. And of course the Civil Works Administration, which provided temporary jobs for people. Of course, some people criticized all these alphabet soup agencies as simply government handouts. People called these jobs boondoggling because they said that people basically leaned on a shovel and collected taxpayer money. Also, what's notable about these alphabet soup programs is the Great Migration was wrapping up at this time. And of course, this is the massive movement of blacks from the rural South to cities up north between 1910 and 1930. So those are all things you have to remember about the section dealing with the New Deal and the alphabet soup agencies. A day for every demagogue. Next point here. There are many voices on the subject of the Great Depression, including Catholic priest Father Charles Coughlin. Remember, he gave the radio address discussing social justice, and he was very anti-New Deal at first and ended up kind of being silenced by the people of the Catholic Church, his higher-ups. Also, there was Senator Huey Long, who wanted to basically make every man a king. We read about him. He had this plan of giving $5,000 per family, and kind of was this socialist type reform. Also, there was Dr. Francis Townsend, who proposed the idea to give out money to senior citizens. Of course, like Huey Long, his idea was absolutely mathematically ludicrous. And also there was the Works Progress Administration during this time period, the WPA. These people, the WPA, the Works Progress Administration, was kind of used as a way to quiet the people who were criticizing the New Deal. They spent $11 billion on public facilities like bridges, public buildings, and roads. Their goal was to help curb unemployment. This is why people were upset. It's because the unemployment rate was so high. So they tried to curb unemployment. And also they provided jobs to artists and writers who basically were looking for employment. All right, as far as next point here, the new visibility for women. After having the right to vote for over 10 years, women began taking a more active role in things. Leading the way, of course, was Eleanor Roosevelt. We also had Frances Perkins, who was the first female cabinet member. Frances Perkins. I feel like Marco Rubio right there. Mary McLeod Bethune. She was the highest-ranking black woman in Africa. Actually, she was the highest-ranking African-American in FDR's administration. She was in charge of the Office of Minority Affairs. That's Mary McLeod Bethune. And then Ruth Benedict, who studied cultures and personalities and wrote the book Patterns of Culture. She's also important. There's some other authors in your textbook. Let you guys take a look at those. One's Margaret Mead and one's Pearl Buck. But we're going to move on to helping industry and labor. Helping industry and labor. Next big point here. And actually, I'm going to pick that up with the next video I have to go teach.